To the Lighthouse is a famous modernist novel by Virginia Woolf published in 1927. The novel is known for its stream of consciousness style, its focus on inner thoughts and emotions, and its deep exploration of family life, art, and the passage of time. Rather than following a traditional plot, Woolf presents life as a flow of memories, thoughts, and feelings. The story takes place in the Ramsay family's summer house on the Isle of Skye of Scotland, spread across 2 days that are 10 years apart. Woolf wrote to the Lighthouse partly based on her own childhood memories. The Ramsay family was inspired by Woolf's own parents, and the house in the novel resembles her family's summer home in Cornwall. The novel was written after World War I, a time when Europe was recovering from loss and change. Woolf was deeply interested in how time, art, and human relationships give meaning to life. Main characters: Mrs. Ramsay, the central figure of the first part of the novel. She is beautiful, kind, and nurturing. The emotional heart of the family. She represents love, care, and stability, and everyone is drawn to her warmth. Mr. Ramsay, a respected but self-centered philosopher who constantly seeks emotional support and admiration from his family and friends. He represents intellect, reason, and the harshness of reality. Lily Briscoe, a young painter and friend of the Ramsay family. She struggles to complete her painting and to believe in her artistic vision in a world that often discourages women from being independent artists. James Ramsay, the youngest Ramsay child, sensitive and passionate. As a boy, he longs to visit the lighthouse but feels anger towards his father. As a result, he finally completes that journey. Cam Ramsay, James's sister, who also struggles between love for her father and resentment towards his authority. Charles Tansley, a student of Mr. Ramsay, proud and awkward. He often puts down women and tells Lily that women can't paint, women can't write, representing male dominance in society. Paul Rayleigh and Minta Doyle, a young couple who get engaged during the first part of the novel. The relationship shows how time changes love and passion. Augustus Carmichael, a poet who stays with the Ramsay family. He appears quiet and detached but later becomes a successful poet, symbolizing the endurance of art. Plot summary. The novel is divided into 3 parts: The Window, Time Passes, and The Lighthouse. Part 1, The Window. The story begins at the Ramsay's summer house. Mrs. Ramsay tells her young son James that they might go to the lighthouse the next day if the weather is fine. James is thrilled, but Mr. Ramsay immediately crushes his excitement, saying the weather will be bad. This moment creates tension between father and son. James begins to resent his father's cold, logical nature. Around them, guests enjoy the evening. Lily Briscoe, painting near the house, trying to capture the scene of Mrs. Ramsay sitting by the window with James. She struggles with doubt and hears Charles Tansley's voice in her mind saying women can't paint. Inside, Mrs. Ramsay comforts people, listens to their problems, and arranges social moments. She hosts a beautiful dinner that night, bringing everyone together through her warmth and charm. For a moment, all the guests feel united and peaceful. But underneath the calm, Woolf shows each person's private thought, their fears, loneliness, and longing for connection. By the end of this section, Mrs. Ramsay looks lovingly at her family and feels that life's beauty is found in small passing moments. Part 2, Time Passes. This section takes place over 10 years and is written in a haunting, poetic way. The Ramsays' summer house stands empty as time moves forward. The house slowly decays, dust gathers, furniture fades, and storms beat against the windows. During these years, World War I takes place. The family suffers losses. Mrs. Ramsay dies suddenly. Prue Ramsay, one of the daughters, dies after childbirth. Andrew Ramsay, one of the sons, is killed in the war. Life continues despite the tragedies. Nature and time are indifferent to human suffering. The house remains silent until Mrs. McNabb, the caretaker, cleans and prepares it again for the family's return. This section shows how everything changes, and yet some things like memory and love still remain. Part 3, The Lighthouse. 10 years later, Mr. Ramsay, James, and Cam finally set out to visit the lighthouse. The atmosphere is quiet and thoughtful. James, now a teenager, still feels anger towards his father but slowly begins to understand him. During the journey, the tension between them softens. When they reach the lighthouse, James feels a sense of peace and maturity. Meanwhile, back at the house, Lily Briscoe stands before her old canvas, trying to finish the painting she began years ago. As she paints, she reflects on Mrs. Ramsay's life, death, and the meaning of art. She realizes that though people died, their presence continues in memory and in the beauty they leave behind. When she finally draws the last line on her painting, she feels a moment of completion and spiritual peace. The novel ends quietly, not with dramatic events, but with Lily's vision completed and the boat reaching the lighthouse. These two acts symbolize harmony, understanding, and the endurance of art beyond time. Themes and analysis of the novel. One of the main themes of To the Lighthouse is the passage of time. Woolf shows how time changes people and destroys everything material, but memory and art can preserve beauty and meaning. Another major theme is life and death. Mrs. Ramsay's death in the middle section shocks the reader, yet her spirit continues to influence everyone. She represents love, stability, while Mr. Ramsay represents intellect and reason. Together, they show the two sides of human nature, feeling and thought. The novel also explores gender and creativity. Through Lily Briscoe, Woolf shows the struggles faced by women who want to express themselves through art. When Lily finishes her painting, she represents the victory of the female artist. Her success is defining her own vision, despite society's doubt. Art and meaning are also a central idea. For Woolf, art gives shape to the chaos of life. But Lily's painting and Woolf's novel itself are act of creating order and meaning from fleeting moments. Symbols in this novel are the lighthouse represents hope, distant, and the goal everyone seeks in life, emotional or spiritual understanding. The sea symbolizes time, change, and the flow of life. Lily's painting symbolizes artistic creation and the human desire to give lasting form to fleeting experiences. The window represents perspective and the connection between the inner and outer world. Virginia Woolf uses a stream of consciousness to represent the character's thought directly. The story moves fluidly between different minds, Mrs. Ramsay, Lily, Mr. Ramsay, and others, showing how they see the same moment differently. There is very little dialogue or action. Instead, Woolf focuses on emotion, perception, and time. Conclusion. To the Lighthouse is a beautiful and thoughtful novel about family, memory, art, and the passing of time. Woolf captures the delicate balance between life's beauty and its sadness. Mrs. Ramsay's love, Mr. Ramsay's intellect, and Lily's art came together to show that even though life is brief and change is constant, people can find meaning through love, memory, and creativity. The novel ends on a quiet yet powerful note. The family reaches the lighthouse and Lily completes her painting, suggesting that even after loss, there can be understanding, harmony, and peace.